Hello friend, welcome to Access Zombie Code. I come again with a new video of Angular map. In our previous video, we saw that how to create a route from the user location to the destination location. Here, we are going to learn how to create a route for a ship and how to tracking that ship location in the sea area. If you order something from Swiggy or Flipkart, that time you are checking position of your order. Like that, we are also going to check what is the position of the shipment when it will be arrived or when it was dispatched. So let's start. So as you know, we are going to implement that sea route transportation in this project video. Let me show you what we are going to do in this video. So you can see this is the world map and a route is visible from the location Yatian to Hong Kong. Here Yatian is my source point and the Hong Kong is my destination point. In other words, Yantian is my port of loading point and Hong Kong is my port of delivery point. And you can see the route having two color, one is black and one is orange color, and in between the ship is there. It's showing the black color route is already complete and the orange color you have to complete to reach the Hong Kong location. So let's start our today programming. In the YouTube Angular folder, I am going to create a new project and the project name will be World Map Ship Route. So for that the command will be ng new world map ship route. Here the default routing is not required, so no, and my style sheet will be CSS. So CSS. So my project is created successfully and let's open that project in the VS Code IDE. So first I have to move inside that project folder and I will type the command code dot. Here my project folder is open in VS Code IDE. So as you know, to create a map, the basic requirement is the access token of the map box. So first I have to add it in the environment file. I copied that from our previous video code and paste it here. So now the environment is ready. Next we have to install that mapbox-gl. So here I am going to open that terminal and the command will be npm install mapbox-gl and save. Now my mapbox-gl is installed here and add that HTML and the CSS. First I am removing dummy code and to add a div. You already know this thing in our previous video. So inside the div, the ID will be map and the class will be map. Here the map class is the CSS and the ID map is that component we use in our component.ts file. So first I am going to add the CSS. For CSS, I am going to add all the code from our previous video code. So here I paste that and the CSS and HTML work is complete. So next is the app.component.ts work. So first I'm going to import that environment and the mapbox.gl. I'm copy this and here I'm first taking the reference of environment. So environment from that path will be source inside that environment, then environment file. Next is mapbox.gl. So I paste it here, same command and star as mapbox.gl from mapbox.gl. So here I have to import that. Now I'm going to use that on init method. So here implement on init and here I have to do that implementation of on init. Here I am declaring some variable. First map and mapbox.gl dot map, then the style. So I copied this all the things from our previous video. You already watched that video. If you are not watched, then I will share that in the description. Once you watch that video, then it will be clear how to create a route or how to create a map in Angular. Now the build map method is not available, so I have to create that method. I copy this build map method from our previous video and paste it here. So let's check, is it similar to our previous video or not. So I am going to start this server. So you can see the world map is visible in our browser. Now I am going to put a source point and one destination point of the shipment. So first I am going to add the source point or port of loading point. So first I am going to declare a source point. For that source point I have to add a marker. So the command will be new mapbox dot marker and inside the bracket I'm going to declare that marker component details. So the color will be, I will add that things later, and I'm going to add a location of that marker. So set longitude latitude. Here I'm putting this central location what I took earlier and add to map. So bracket, inside the bracket this dot map. Here I am putting that red color. Later I will change to any other color. So let's check. Here you can see a red color marker is visible in our world map. So how we can check what is the current position of this source or this red marker? We put something in our code, but how we can check is it the same position or not? So for that I am going to add a new command. Here I am going to declare a variable for the reference of this position. For that the command will be const and this is my source dot get longitude and latitude. I'm going to take a variable reference, so var long lat equal to source dot get longitude latitude. Now I'm going to print in the console, so console log and my text will be longitude and the value will be dollar symbol and bracket. Inside the bracket long lat dot longitude, and for latitude colon $symbol, and similar like this. I'll paste it here, and here I'm going to check that latitude. So let's check it's printing our current source location coordinate in our console or not. So let's open that browser. I'm going to reload this. Here you can see the longitude and latitude coordinate location print in the console. Now there is another facility available in mapbox function. We can print that coordinate location where we are dragging that marker location. So for that the command will be, I'm adding that draggable is true, and I'm going to create a function. So my function will be function, and the name will be on drag, and inside that function I'm going to print that value of coordinate. So source dot get long lat. I'm calling that function. It will be on. So source dot on, and the bracket, here is my string and this function. You can say that on function contain one string and one function. So the function name will be on drag, and here is the comma, and the string will be drag end. Let's check we can change that marker location or not, and if we can change that marker location, is it printing that coordinate location in the console or not? So you can see we can change that marker location. So here is directly written that function details. So I have to create a variable and I have to print that. So I create a variable of that source longitude latitude, and let's check. Here you can show the location of that marker is visible in our console. I can change any place, it will show in the console. Here these are the coordinates we are getting of our marker position. In this way I collect a coordinate location what we are going to use in our route location. So let's create a route, and we will check how we are going to use that coordinate location in line string. So after that source, I am going to add route from the source location. So here the command will be this dot map dot add source, and inside the bracket you can check what the add source method will be contain. So first it will contain a string, then that source details. So here source 1, here I am going to declare the type. The type is JSON, and data will be, the type of data is feature, and properties will be empty, and in the last geometry, the geometry type is line string, and coordinate, I am going to add all the coordinates what I took previously. So here paste all the coordinate location inside the coordinate array. Next I am going to add in our map. So it will be this dot map dot add layer, and bracket. Inside the bracket, I'm going to declare id equal to source1 and the type will be line. Then I'm going to declare that source. So source equal to source1 and that layout. Layout will be line joint is rounded and line cap also rounded. And the last one will be paint. So paint content, that line color, and that line color will be green. We'll change that later. And the thickness of that line width equal to 8. Now when it will be so for that I am going to declare when the map is on, that time it will show. So the command will be this dot map dot on. First I am going to declare a load and arrow function. Inside this arrow function we are going to declare this add source and add layer. My source one route is ready and this first location of the coordinate is my source point. So here I am changing that this is my source point. So let's check. So here you can see a route from this source point and this is my destination point. Now it will start from the C. I have to add some more route to reach that port. So I can directly check or navigate that coordinate location. Here it's printing and I will add in our code. So I added some coordinate location from that source and I changed that source location. Let's check how it will be work. Here you can see that source location is changed to a 10 port and it was showing that complete route is green. And now I have to add a destination marker. So for that the command is similar to our source coordinate. So I'm going to add a destination point. And the last point of our coordinate I'm going to put that in our destination point. Here you can see there are two markers of similar red color. One is source and one is destination. Now which one is the source and which one is the destination? So we can add some pop-up like that. Once a user will be click, it will show some message like that port name or that source point or destination point. So let's do that. So before adding to the map, I can add a pop method. For the command will be set pop. So I added a pop like this is the source point inside the HTML tag. Similarly, we can add a pop for our destination. So let's check in the browser. You can see this is the destination marker and in the source it will show as a source marker. This route for a new shipment where the ship journey is not start. Next, we are going to implement if a shipment in transit. So, how we can show in the map? I am going to divide this route in three parts. First one is from source to that ship location, and second one will be ship current position, and the third one ship position to destination point. So let's implement that. Here you can see I am directly hard coded all the coordinate. In your project case or in your live project case, you can use as a array and that source location array.0 and that destination point you can set the length of array -1. In this way, you can use that coordinate of array. So let's changes as the color of that source and destination marker. I change both source and destination marker, and now I am changing that message character case. Let me maximize this screen. This is the complete route for my shipment. Now I am going to copy for our destination, and we will divide that coordinate location in two parts. So first I am delete this two line from here. This is my destination marker line, and the destination marker line I have to add here, and that color will be that is orange, and the line thickness is 4, and for the source the line thickness is also 4, and that line string color will be black. So let's check in the browser. So you can see the first line string is the different color and the second line string is different color. Now I'm going to add another marker for my shipment. So here I'm adding another variable called ship position, and that coordinate location will be where it divides. So here this coordinate location. So in the browser you can check this is my ship location, and this is source, this is ship position, and this is the destination. So here problem is there. First one is when it's loading first time, it is not showing that complete route for the shipment. So how we can set that? For that there is a bounce method in mapbox. So let's implement that one. So here I'm going to add that bounce method. For that the command will be new mapbox-gl dot long-lat bounce, and bracket. Inside the bracket I have to set that coordinate location. So if you are using any array, then you can set first position of that array. Here I am not using array, I am directly hard coded all the coordinate location, and this is my destination point. I am going to add the destination here. Now I am going to take a variable reference to add in our map. So the variable will be var set bounce, and add this in our map. So this dot map dot fit bound, and inside the bracket I'm going to add this variable, and that function will be take some padding. It will be 100. So let's check in the browser. I'm going to reload again this map. You can see when the browser is loading, it will showing that route from the source to destination point. And the last part of this video, we are going to change this marker icon to a ship icon. So let's implement that. So first we have to download a image or icon or your project requirement. You have to get that icon what you are going to set for that ship position. So I have a shape and I am going to add this in the asset folder. For that I am going to open that in the file explorer, and inside this asset I am adding that mapbox icon. You can see that shape image is available in the asset folder. Now I am going to add this image for that shape position. So for that I am going to add another method. The load map is a predefined method of map. So let me copy that what I did earlier, and I will tell you what inside that load image method. So here the image will be shown when the map is on. Here you can see I am using that on function to load that image, and in the load function I am adding that the path of that image, and here I am adding that coordinate location for the position of that image. Here I am removing this shape position and copy this coordinate location and putting here. So let's check in the browser. So in the screen you can see a shape is available in our route. From the source to that shape, the route color is different, and the shape to destination route color is different. You can rotate this icon. For that you can set 0. I'm setting 190. Here it's look like okay. So now you can easily showing that C position. When you are going to work in a real-time project, that time you have to use that array for the line string coordinate, and for that source and destination you have to set that array first position and the last position coordinate, and for that ship position you have to get what is the ship position and put in the ship position location. In this way, you can show a route for a shipment of a ship. So here I showed a single shipment. If you want to add multiple shipment or multiple ship in your screen, you can do in similar way. You just have to require that line string from source to destination and that ship position. Now one thing is here we can see this is a black color world map. You can change that black color world map as per your requirement. So I have 4 to 5 style world map. Let's check one by one. So first one is the dark. Here the dark skin is for the world map. Next, I'm going to use that light. For the light, let's check in the browser. So this is the world map bright screen. Also, you can use a street for your world map. This is the street type world map. You can use that satellite street view. So this is the satellite view for the world map. So depend on your requirement, you can use which type style is required for your project. In the starting, I used a black screen and now I show you that white screen. So this is the video for a shipment route for a ship. Next video in the Angular map tutorial series, I'm going to add a route for aeroplane. So we can check how that aeroplane route we can define in the world map. If this video helpful to you, then please like our video and subscribe our channel.